Hello everybody and welcome back to Air Conflicts the Collection, Secret Wars. We are continuing with this campaign. In the last episode we were betrayed by Morozov after we had done several missions for him, fetching him some secret documents and delivering them in the cover of stealth. And we also bombed some Nazi tankers, some ships, sorry, and had a few dogfights. We met up with somebody who was called Nightwolf, I think it was, or Nighthawk, sorry. And I think we're going to find out who that is in this episode. So let's get going.
This is Night Owl.
Night Owl, sorry.
To the free people of Europe.
That was how she introduced herself every night. And every night we would huddle around Tommy's battered radio set to wait for Night Owl to broadcast her messages of hope and defiance in 3 different languages. We knew of the Red Orchestra, of course, a Russian resistance movement operating throughout Europe, fighting the Nazis at the risk of their own lives. Nothing to do with us, there's no profit in resistance, I thought. But there she was, talking to me. And she knew what was going on, what the Nazis were after in Azerbaijan, what Morozov had been chasing. An experimental Russian aircraft codenamed Black Wing.
Experimental plane. A prototype Russian warplane, Black Wing, is being smuggled into Nazi hands. We're going to borrow it. The mission is to locate the plane and track it without being detected. Under no circumstances should you damage the prototype. Further orders will follow. Locate the experimental plane using radio. We are going to use the Spitfire. And it's a stealth mission. We need to do this in the cover of stealth. Hey, we done it. So, one more wave, I think. There we go. Defend the transport from the bombers. And we've got the special ship. Special plane. And we completed the mission. Cripple plane to force emergency landing. It said X on that, but we did do it. Because otherwise it wouldn't have landed, right? Anyway, whatever. That mission was a bit of a pain. Night Owl had pieced together Morozov's plan. It seems the Russian official had been paid by Morozov to secretly move Blackwing from the factory, after which I foolishly blew up the evidence. And the bribed official too. With the prototype plane apparently destroyed, Morozov was free to sell it to the Nazis and make his escape. No loose ends, except of course for me. Kill Morozov. Eliminate Morozov. He has a Nazi escort, so you'll need to pick up a force of your own before you tackle him. You're wanted by the Russians, but they don't hate you as much as they hate Nazis. Fly to Russian base. We'll go for the Spitfire. So what are we doing this time? Fly to the Russian base. I think this is the place. Scramble counterattack. Attack Russians. Wait for Morozov to take off. Right. There we go. Killed him. And that's what you get when you double cross me. You get shot out the sky. Should have paid us for our work before. But anyway, at least we're working on the correct side now. Working against the Nazis. We don't want to be part of their regime. We want to blow them out of the skies. Blow them out the water. I've murdered the man who made me a murderer. Mission complete. I think we're going for endurance. Morozov is dead. We have to flee Azerbaijan just as we had to escape Tobruk, and I have decisions to make. I can't act so rashly in the future. I can scarcely believe that taking one small job has led to this. A small war in the skies over Surikare. So many deaths and a haunting sense of futility. Can't I go back to being a simple whiskey smuggler? But you can never go back.
I felt drunk at that moment. My head span and my teeth ached as I ground them together. The world became a dull roar. All that existed was Morozov's plane, perfectly framed in my sights. I felt a brief moment of satisfaction as he fell from the sky. Smoke curled from his plane, flames licking hungrily around its engine. I spitefully hoped that he was still alive to feel the terror of that moment. I like to think that I wasn't myself. To kill in war is not murder, but Morozov had made me a murderer. All those innocents in the factory I bombed, it was unforgivable. And my vengeance against Morozov didn't wash clean my sins. It was yet more blood on my hands. I had learned that money cannot pay for everything.
Night Owl suggests moving to Yugoslavia. With no plans of my own, it seems reasonable to defer to her judgment. I find myself trusting her. She must take considerable risks to do what she does. I find myself wanting to believe that she is infallible, if only so that I have something to believe in. I don't believe in myself anymore. I can't trust myself, so perhaps I will just have to trust her for a time. There's one more. Where's he at? Hiding from me. That's where he's at. There we go. Oh, there's more. Oh, I used to love dogfights on the Star Wars Battlefront game, and I was really good at it. I love the dogfights on that game. A bit too easy, this. Next. Never saw myself as a hero, but somehow I found something heroic about Night Owl, about what the Red Orchestra was trying to do, to believe in resistance, even if I couldn't believe in any of the sides in this interminable war. Night Owl says that the Yugoslavian partisans could use some aerial support, and quite honestly, I have nowhere else to go. Luckily, both Tommy and Clive are happy to go where I lead. I have no idea what I would do without Tommy. Okay, so we have got Operation Black in Mostar, Yugoslavia in January 1943 to June 1943. I think we will continue with this in the next episode because it's the start of a new chapter and we've already got through 3 so far by the looks of it. So yeah, anyway, let's go back. Thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Air Conflicts Secret Wars. Yeah, I've been your host today, Dark Mazda. If you've liked the content, give me a like and a sub. We did struggle a little bit with one of the missions because it gave us an impossible checkpoint where we had to go after the special plane, and it just kept getting away from us before we even got anywhere near it, so we couldn't make it land. But we retried and we managed to get there eventually. And we got our revenge on Morozov, or whatever you call him. Can't remember his name. Russian guy who betrayed us. That's him. Aye, you know what I mean. So anyway, guys, thank you very much. Come and join me on the next episode when we'll continue with the campaign. And until then, that's goodbye from me. And I will see you guys on the flip side.